There you go.
Hi, good afternoon. We're here to talk about Darfur, and we bring Khalid today to talk about it, and we're gonna see what he got to say.
Hello, I'm Khalid. I have a little message to Darfurians and Sudanese. You know, like Darfur has been on a civil war for like 17 years, and I think that's enough for us, It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to come together as one, We can't let tribes and
Speak
groups
up.
divide us. Like we are Darfurians, We can't label ourselves into tribes or groups. See, like our elders, the old people, old generations, that's what they've been doing for 17 years. All they do is just talk about each other, oh, this and this and this, and tribal like that. No, that's why it wasn't all. We can't like with that talking, is saying, oh, I'm better than this. This tribe is better than this. Oh, this group is better than this. Or like that, we can't go anywhere if we don't unite. We can't go anywhere. It's just like it's just like that. We have to, if we want Sudan and Darfur as one, we gotta unite. We gotta come together to agreement. We gotta unite all the tribes together and no moments on it. You just we just gotta be there for ourselves and for our like people there, Like in Darfur now, see how life is it. People are being on the wall like for like on the civil war for like 17 years, and that's enough. Like that's enough. That's enough. That's more than enough. Stand for Sudanese and Darfurian people. Just stand up for people. Fight for Darfur's freedom and peace. 17 years is more than enough. Like Darfur, Darfur is just like you know, just had
Can
enough
you
of
go
everything.
closer?
Just had enough of everything. So just
Go closer to the see you.
just what all I'm trying to say is that if we as Darfurians, we don't stand together, we don't come together, we're not going to have a country back. It's not easy. It will never, I never said it would be easy to get the country back. But if you want freedom and peace in Darfur, you guys have to work together. Especially all people, like all generation, you are the guys that kill Darfur the most because you guys divide people into halves, like into moments, group, tribes, and all that. Tribe don't matter, it don't matter what tribe you are. At the end of the day, we're all Sudanese, all Darfurians. It doesn't matter what tribe you are. Like 17 years on the civil war, that's enough. That's enough. Like, let's do something for our country. Let's fight, all of us. Let's stand together and let's fight for our freedom and peace. We we have to come together. Like 2018 when I went back to Darfur, man, I can't believe it. Like our people feel like our people still like getting abused, getting like they beat them on the street when they go to farm or market or whatever. Like the raping, all this stuff is going on. You know, like they can't take whatever they want to take, and like you know,
Can you tell us that when you went to Khartoum and you tried to travel to Darfur, what did you see and how did you experience that from traveling from Khartoum to Sudan?
well for me it was hard. Like
Can you explain it how?
well, like, cause you go to any stop. There's like, there's like some like what is called army people. They will stop you. They'll ask you like, hey, where you going? They'll ask you for paper. Your papers, like whatever, nothing or whatever. At that time, I didn't have none of those. And all I had is my USA's passport on me. And then like I wasn't trying to show them that, like, but they chose me my bags and my luggage, all of them. Then they got it. So they was like, oh, you gotta pay this amount in order to
Can you speak louder?
in order to let you go. And I was like, what you mean? I got a visa. Like, I had a visa. I can't pay this. He was like, oh, man, the visa is only like when you're traveling on the air. But when you're traveling under the ground, you have to pay this, you know? Uh, I was like, I just like, man, I don't need any problems. I will just pay it. So, like, but,
So was that only for you or any Darfurian that they're trying to travel
well,
back to their
technically, if they
family?
do it for one person, they can do it to anybody. But I just, like, the most important thing is that we as Sudanese, we have to come together. We is
Can you tell me the part that when you guys when they stopped you at the middle of nowhere was when you were talking to my our grandfather, and then you were trying to fight back, and then because you were saying this wasn't right, you're trying to stop it for yourself and the people you're traveling with, and they say, oh, you don't have to fight it because this has been there for last decade. That if you're trying to travel to Darfur, they're gonna stop the car out of nowhere, and you have to pay in order to reach to Darfur. You think that's fair that every time Darfur they're going to Khartoum, they have to pay and on the way? Besides, they have to pay for the ticket too.
well, it's not fair, but that's what they been doing. So we're trying to
How did
stop
you
that.
feel about that?
Well, I was mad. I was trying to fight. I was trying to fight. Then my grandfather has to stop me because I really don't matter. Like to me, even it costs my life, I'll fight for my freedom. That's me. That's how I was raised. My freedom anywhere, I'll fight for it for my peace. Somebody disrespect me like that, I'll fight. That's just me.
Did you feel like you were the second citizen in Khartoum?
I just Sudan, Khartoum, whatever. It didn't feel home for me. I was just treated like nothing. Like I wasn't Sudanese or one of them because I don't know. It just changed. Like people treating you like that and like that. Like
You
it's just
speak
like,
loud to the hearing.
and that's how I felt. Like it was a bad experience. I was like, man, I don't want to. I never want to come back. But still, I have people. I have people there. I have relatives and all that. But I want what is best for my country. So I'm here today talking about it. I want
Okay.
Darfur just to have the freedom that they deserve.
So when you were staying, you went back to Garcila. So how was it like for you there when you stayed like for a month? It was a month?
Two
It
months.
was 2 months. So how was it like for you?
Well, it's kind of hard. It was very hard. Like it was not safe. Like every day, the Janjaweed people they would come. Like they steal. Like they were stealing stuff at the supermarket. They was beating people. Like they was beating everybody up. Like even one day, even me, like around 9 o'clock, nine
Yes.
something, I got into a fight too with them. Like because they just come to your house, they take whatever you have, whatever goods you have, they will take and they will go, and nobody will question them because they have weapons, but the people don't have nothing there.
So that's in Garcia when people left their town when they're already in the refugees camp, but they're also coming and getting them from there, right?
Yeah, so they technically do whatever they want to do because like they have weapons and like I said, like our people don't have no weapons, but we never want violence to anyone. So like that's why I'm saying like we as here as like people in America, Europe, and all of that, we have to come together and help our people. We have to fight for their freedom because they're all the way to Darfur. They don't have the sources to fight for their own freedom. We have to fight for them. Like us, Darfur is our country. There's not I in Darfur. We as people, we have to come together and fight for it. So that's why I always say, no matter where you go, no matter what you have, if you don't have a country, you're not nobody. You will not be happy as your country. You know,
So I understand that at one time you got sick in Garcia refugee camp, so one of your cousin went to bring a medicine, but when they brought a medicine, it was expired. So they've been using expired medicine. So how did you feel that way?
well, like they're being given people like expired medicine, like medicine that expired like 5 years, 6 years ago. They still give it to their foreigners, like wrong injections and all that. Like happens. Like that's not something that you can give to a human being. Like that's so disrespectful and rude. It's like
Are their friends scared when you were there? They feel insecure. You told me that people sleep under the bed when you went there.
yeah, yeah. Like around 7 o'clock, 7:30 p.m. Like nobody goes out because it's so insecure. Like they're scared. They don't know what will happen. people like our people, they just come like invade people, whatever. They just come and like beat them, take their stuff, whatever. Like if you want to fight back, they will just shoot you.
So even though you're not fighting back when you're walking the street, they just shoot you because they don't see you as a human being.
And if you have something like if you have a good watch, you got a good phone, yeah, they'll shoot you and take it.
And
So,
how did you feel about that?
but I was mad, like I was mad. I was
Did you
mad.
like want to go to Sudan again to
Yeah,
go through that?
yeah. I don't want to go through that, but for me, I can go back there. That's my people. I'm not. I'm not going to run and leave my people. I don't.
So,
Like
okay,
me,
at
I will
this
go.
moment, what is happening in Darfur right now? What do you think about this mass grave that people are having mass grave in Darfur every single day? Should the Sudan come to do something about it? And why is the Democrat government that claim to be Democrat, why he isn't taking action on it? Why he's not saying anything?
Well, the only reason is clear because the team have we are dark skin, so we're not part of Sudan. But actually, Sudan is for dark people. And whoever doesn't like Sudan, you have that. You have to like. You have like what is called. You're ill by yourself. You're sick. You can't just say because of somebody color. Oh, I don't like you. I'm going to kill you. Like for 17 years, you treat people like that, and people like animals. You don't even give them. You don't even put. Like the government doesn't even provide them no like no fruits, no nothing. They have to go and look it for themselves. Like, come on, man. Like being on a like civil war for what? What is the reason? What is the main cause of the reason? Because of somebody's skin color?
And that is sad. Even though I heard when they're foreign, they going back to farm that they need to produce the food for themselves. They're not allowed to do that. The Janjaweed, the militia, they're always in their way. They shooting them while they're trying to bring a meal on the table for the family.
The Nigerian people like they told their friends that they're not allowed to grow any stuff like
Can you
farm
say
and
that
all that.
louder so they can hear us?
The Nigerian people they told their friends that they're not allowed to go to farm for like 30 years. Like, and what the heck are they supposed to eat? you know like the government is not like giving them any food or any stuff or anything. They don't even the government is not even providing them education and all that. So it's just like whatever, that's why as like we just have to forget our people who don't like us. Let's do it for our people. Like our people, they need us. Therefore need us. You need to be there for that. Because if not, then
So in my idea is that I want the government to take the weapons from Janjaweed and the militias that to take the weapon from them so people can at least the killing can stop in Darfur. From there we can move
look,
from justice.
let me put it this way. If the government really wants to take this weapon from the very people,
They
it's
want to
being
speak out loud.
it's being like 17 years. If the government really wanted to take the weapons from Janjaweed, they could have done it a long time ago, but 17 years. So that's telling us the government doesn't care about Darfurians. So, because like I said, if you guys want Darfur, we have to fight for it. We don't have to wait for government to do something about us. It's been 17 years. The government didn't want it to do shit about it. So it's us. Like it's our time. So let's take actions and do it. Because we as Sudanese, we just talk and we don't take actions. And we have to be there for our people. Because that's the roots. You can't forget about your roots, no matter what life takes you.
Also, that's good. But at this moment, people don't have money. People don't have even clothes to wear. How are we gonna fight back when we don't have weapons in our hands? When we don't have nothing, we starving. And your body need to have energy in order to fight back. So it's hard. But why is Sudanese standing with us at this moment when we're protesting in Nirtete and Kutum right now? Why there's no protection for these people?
They don't have a government. They don't have a leader.
There's the government who doesn't care.
Sudan needs a leader. Like all these people you see in the office right now, they can't lead. They need a true leader, a person that can lead. Like we can't just be here wondering why. Just like that years just goes. Like right now it's 17 years. Like they're in the war. I was 5 years, and now how old am I? 17 years pass by. You see, you just can't say just why. Do not rely on people. Why? You know.
We don't have to rely on people, but we also need help to stop this because we didn't bring this genocide war on ourselves. It's the government. Do you see yourself Darfur is getting separate from Sudan if this doesn't stop?
Well, like honestly, yes and no, because if we can like we say want to divide all Sudan like all that, no, we're not going to run away and leave all this Sudan just for people. No, we're not going to divide. That's ours. Sudan is ours. We're not going to divide it for nobody, no matter what the caste is. We will just be there and fight for it till we see what will happen.
Okay. So, what do you want to see in next for our next generation in Darfur to happen?
Well, the next generations, all I want to say is that, like, we as the young generations, we have to come together. We don't have to be like our old folks, like they're the old folks, like they divide themselves into tribes, groups. That's why that it took that for like 17 years just to be in the world. But if we change that, we come together, we can solve that in a matter of seconds. We just have to do something. We just have to do something, actions, because actions speak louder than words. We can't just talk about it and not be about it.
So, what we have to do?
All we have to do is just first, like, first we have to just come, like, like we come together as a group of a lot of people, a lot of people, and then after that, you can just say like stuff on live this. We want to do this and this and this. You can't just give all your information what you want to do. So if we figure out the group of people, from there we will take an action what we want to do.
Yes, I understand that. But what you want to give a message to this old Darfurian tribe that they what we need to do? Can you? I want to hear from you as a young man,
So that's what we need to do.
yeah, as Darfurian, all of
Well,
us.
well, like there's not tribes in Darfur. Let's not divide ourselves into tribes. I would say that million times. Tribe doesn't matter what tribe you are. If you're Sudanese, you're Sudanese. That all matters. Like tribe is just a label. It's just like color of car, what type of car you want to drive. That's just a tribe. So let's not divide ourselves into tribes. It's been 17 years, and all we're doing is like instead of fighting the enemy, we're fighting ourselves, and that's not good. We're supposed to be fighting the enemy, not ourselves. It doesn't matter what your tribes you are. Just because of tribes, you want to just fight somebody. Oh, because I'm tribe. No, it don't matter what tribe you are. It does not matter what tribe you are, and I can say that all day long. All we as Sudanese, we just have to believe in each other, trust one another, come together. Because if we don't come together, this 17 years will be 100 years, and then therefore, like even the name of Darfur will be gone forever. You will not see Darfur on the map. So we just have to be smart and wise. We as Darfurians, we have to like ourselves. We have to love ourselves in order for other people just to come and help us. If we don't stand together as one, you think people will come and help us, even though around ourselves we fight? Nobody will come help us when we're fighting among us.
Okay, that's really good to hear that from you. And I also want to say, I think all of us we need to unite and understand our ground. And I think if we stand our ground, then we can defeat the enemy. Because we being quiet and silent for so long waiting for peace to arrive in Darfur, but it's not going to happen. You need to stop depending on the other people to come and help you. We as Darfur need to take action now. Because at the end of the day, it's us who are getting killed. At us, we are the one who is getting suffer. We're struggling to live. We don't even have a health in Darfur today. It is sad to see this, to see people struggling, and they don't have education, they don't have health, they don't, then they're trying to make their best life to fit in this life that we're living in, but yet there's an enemy coming. forcing them, oh, you can't sell this. Whatever you have in your hand, I'm gonna take this, and if you speak, I'm gonna kill you for it. That's not right. Technically, there's no human right in Darfur. They don't have no justice. Like, you don't have a right to speak for your own rights. Who does that? And as Khalid, you went to Darfur and you saw it was hard for these people to live like that. They live in the fear. They are insecure. They took Darfurian dignity. The government of Sudan, they took the dignity of Darfurian. So what would you like Sudanese to do at this moment?
If you want to live it, just go to Darfur and see how people are and ask yourself, is that the life you want to live? If if you don't want to have a bad life, then don't expect for somebody to have a bad life. They're humans too. They want what is best for themselves too, just like you do. And some people who are here, they say, "Oh, Ana Umda, oh, Ana Sultan." Like, do you even have a mind? Like, therefore, being on the war, civil war for like 17 years, and you here in Uruba or America here, you hiding under your beds or whatever your house is, saying that I'm Umda and all that, and Sultan for what? What Sultan are you for? Empty place? Oh, you fighting your people, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. Like, that's what kills you the most, because you don't unite. You're so, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. There's not I in that for. Can you be your own boss? Can you be your own self-own boss? Or if you want to go live in somewhere that's not human being, maybe in the river when does not belong to nobody, yeah, you can be your own boss. You can make your own rules. But when you don't have a country, your country being on the war for 17 years, you say, Wana Sultan, Wana Umda, Lejine yani. As we as Sudanese, we have to let that go. It doesn't matter. Like being being in a leadership doesn't matter. Like Sudanese kazalik huma bilibu sulta. Doesn't matter what you are. All you gotta do is just like make your people happy. Like let your people be happy. Let freedom. Doesn't matter. Like you think, we don't live here forever. We just here, everybody has like certain time to live, and then we will all die. And what people will remember you of, the good, this characteristic, what you do. Nobody will remember you, like how you look, what money you have, what was your title. Nobody cares what you are, but your good deeds. You know, as Sudan being what is called, like a Muslim country, they have to do that with not our like accent, because that's what Islam taught us to do. But yeah, them they just go kill. Oh, he's black, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, he have this, I'll kill him. Oh, this like that's not how it works.
Do you believe that there's the Islam duty in Sudan right now? Because if it comes to Islam, Islam is very peaceful. And they
Yeah.
claim to be Islam. They put on our Christian sister in the corner as they being South Sudanese. They don't feel them like they're part of Sudan. That's why even though they're being separate, because Sudanese, they force them to do that. And I honestly think if Sudan claim to be as we being Muslim, they should accept everyone.
Well, technically, Sudanese people, what they're doing right now, it's not even qualified to be a Muslim. I'm sorry.
Can you say that again?
Whatever they're doing now to Darfurians, that's not even qualified to be a Muslim. That's not a Muslim should do. A Muslim should be better than that. They call themselves Dawla Islamia. For what? Dawla Islamia with Ashina.
Do you believe that they're using Islam just to undercover their crimes?
Yeah, of course. Like God. انت اولي في القران هنا ربنا قال شيل سلاح عبد الزور وعارف بالزور.
No.
Then why they doing it? Just because of somebody's skin color? What is the reason? Or just because you want to just wipe that tribe? No matter what, y'all can kill us, y'all can do us, but y'all will never finish us. Y'all will never finish us. You know, we are Sudanese. We are the original Sudanese. You know, if not, then what is your reason as for killing us if we're not the original ones? What we did to you? We never take any weapon to attack you.
Do
We
you
never kill
know
any one of you.
why is as government is killing only black people in Sudan, like in Nuba Mountain and South Sudan and Darfur, because those is where we are being black. That's the only areas that they're attacking for last 30 years.
No, I don't get it. Are they white? What color skin are they? The Sudanese one. What color skin are they? Because you're light, you want to do something, you're white? Like, that's stupid. That's just not because of somebody's color skin, you want to kill somebody. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just,
So,
just be smart and wise.
what do you want to see the new Sudan to become?
I just want Sudan to be united. And I want everybody in Sudan, no matter what color you are, no matter what tribe you are, no matter what you have, poor or rich,
You're right.
I want you to just respect everybody the same and treat everybody the same. Because that's what we are, Sudanese people. Sudanese people, they are supposed to be nice. They're supposed to be treating each other with respect, not just killing and lying to their own people. You know? Just say like, oh, this and this and this. Like, it doesn't matter what tribe you are. I'm just saying this entire day. You know, and هنا كلنا مزوجين مع بعض. ما تقول أنا نوبة أنا كده أنا فراوي أنا مسالاتي دعاية. It doesn't matter what you are. في النهاية هنا كلنا سودانيين. You know, we all should come together as one. If we don't come together as one, then this war and all that, Sudan will never be a better place. We as people of Sudan, we have to change our Sudan to a better place. You know, we have to cry for our freedom and peace. We have to sweat for it. Nothing comes easy. You know, nothing comes easy. But 17 years is enough. It's more than enough. It's more than enough. It's time for us to demand for a change. It's time for us to demand for a change. We need peace in all Sudan. But now, Darfur need peace the most because they're being in the war for 17 years. That's enough. That's enough. Darfur had enough. Since 2003 to now, Darfur is still bleeding. Why? Let them breathe. Let them have some air. Let them change their ways. No, they didn't do nothing wrong. They're so innocent. Just because they're not, just because they don't speak up, that doesn't mean that you will just go and kill an innocent person or people.
So okay, so the right now, as you see, there's because people think that's the second genocide, and I don't think that's the second genocide because the first one was never over, right? So and because what I'm saying, because I saw some people saying, oh, this is the second genocide just started in Darfur. I mean, the old one never stopped. Actually, killing never stop in Darfur. There's not a day in Darfur the woman hasn't been raped or somebody hasn't been killed. Every single day they're killing people and they're raping them and they stealing them. Whether you have even an earring, even the clothes that you're wearing good and they get attractive to it, they will just take it and kill you. And if you're trying to defend yourself, oh, you'll be underground just for 1 second. And it isn't right that you're in your own country that you are insecure, you're fearing for your life, you're scared, and you don't even have the right that you have to go to look for the food or the water to bring it on table for your family, because they're not allowing you to go out, they're not allowing you to find even yourself.
You know, right now, all they want is they don't want Darfur just to come together. They don't want us, Darfurians,
Mm-hmm.
all tribes to come together because they know if we come together, all tribes in Darfur, that we are powerful, that we can overcome them.
Okay.
The one who is killing us, that we can overcome them. That's why they dividing us into groups, into small groups, so we cannot be a powerful. But we have to be smarter than that. We have to be smarter than our enemy.
So this guy said, let us choose one thing that is fighting is the best thing for us to control Sudan. So for like Khalid said, all tribes in Darfur need to unite and just focus on how to protect our land from the enemy. And he's right. I agree with him on that. Well, you need to forget about you being four, you being Masalit, you being Zakhawa, you being Darandoka, whatever. Whatever you think is that is stopping you from uniting us, because you will always be you. You'll always be Masalit, you'll always be full, you'll always be whoever you are. But when we don't have a home, then we don't have no place.
Let me tell you something. I swear that this unite as one. Don't divide yourself into tribalism, no groups. Just give it 2 years. If all Darfur come as one, just 2 years or less than a year, Darfur will have his freedom forever. You will never hear anybody killing in Sudan. Nobody will kill nobody in Sudan. If we come as one. Because right now government is playing game between us, ourselves. That's what they want us to be divided into small groups so we can be fighting in each other instead of them. So we have to be smarter than our own enemy. We have to be smarter than that.
um, this guy say genocide one was under leadership of Omar Bashir, but the second one is under the leader of Hamadok. But who's Hamadok? Hamadok is not making any difference. Is this genocide Omar Bashir started, and this new government, when they came last year in 2019, is they want the genocide to be stopped. They should have, but they didn't care, and they still don't care, because yet he didn't say anything about this mass grave going on in Darfur today. It's the same genocide. It was never over. So, as Khalid said, we all Darfurian, we need to unite and stand our ground and fight back at this moment, because enough is enough. But when we say enough is enough, Sudanese, it means nothing to them. Because at the end of the day, we the one who are losing everything. We the one who are losing our loved ones. And what I want to see is Sudan to come to be one Sudan in peace. Accept me for being Darfurian. Accept me for being Four. Accept me for being Nuba. Accept me for being Christian. Accept me for being Muslim. Whatever you being, Sudan need to accept that. Because that's how we are unique in so many ways. But today in Sudan, you can even barely see another person is coming to speak different language. But they just want to, oh, let's go. If you speak Arabic, you can come forward. But even if you're darker skin, you're not allowed to go on the Sudanese news or to be on Sudanese TV. Because they always wanted to see light skinned person.
So if you're, it's like they think they're better than all the black people. Why you guys on the earth? Why aren't you in the heaven?
Nobody knows if they can go to heaven.
No, no. If they think they're better than people, they're killing black people. They think that their light skin is better than the black people. Why are you on the earth with us? Why don't you go into heaven for?
That's a good point.
You can go to heaven. You're better, right? Then pack your stuff and go to heaven. Leave us here if you think you're better. There's not a human being that's better than one other. Period. You just gotta understand that.
Also, what is the thing is that Sudanese, they are in denial of accepting themselves as being black.
What's wrong with being black? Is it a crime? You know, when Rabbana Amalak, Asur, Ayilon, that's you. You know, you can't just God made you, create you that way. That doesn't mean, you know, God loves you, who you are, and there's not better creation than God. So you just go say, oh, I'm this, like whatever you say, it doesn't matter, you know? God created all of us. You can't change that. You know, if God didn't want us in this world, He could not create black people just because of somebody's skin. You want to say, oh, let me kill you, let me burn your house, let me do this. No. 17 years? I had enough of that, and therefore I had enough as well. You know?
Yes.
But if our old generation, if the old generations was smart, would not took 17 years for Darfur to win the war. But the government of Sudan was smart. They outsmart the old generation because they divide them into tribes and groups. That's what it took them 17 years till now. You know? Because government played their paper, their roles. The government, they think they're smart. But they're nice, you know.
And also, I think that we as next generation of that, we're young now, but for our to fight for our next generation that they're coming, we don't want them to go through the same exact thing that we went through. I want them to find peace in their heart. I want them to grow up in Darfur to learn how to love their country. They don't have to go through, oh, you fearing your own life today. Oh, somebody's gonna come and kill me. I have to hide under the bed. It's enough. We have to do something better for that not to happen. It's never too late. We need to have you need to have a hope. There is always a hope.
You know, when you come to America or Europe or whatever to a better place, that doesn't mean that you have to forget where you came from. That doesn't mean that you have to forget your people, because Darfur is always home. Sudan is always our home and always going to be.
But it doesn't feel like it's a home. Like you say yourself, when you went there, you wasn't feeling welcome. You felt like, oh, you're not a student. The way they make you
Yeah,
feel.
and that we can change that. In a matter of time, all we have to do is come together, unite as one, and we can change that. You know, we can make the Sudan is supposed to be Sudan, Sudan. You know, the real Sudan, not the photocopy Sudan, the fake one right now.
What do you think the Sudan is fake one now?
Just look how how the things like everything in Sudan right now is so expensive. You know, the government doesn't care about its own people. The government is just like there fighting, you know, innocent people like in the small villages and all that, you know. Like if the government is so strong, why don't you go beat your neighbor like Ethiopia coming, you know, like they're killing your own people on the side. Why don't you go fight that if you're that strong? If you're strong, you just like, you know, قاعدين تعاشموا في جوا البلد ليه يعني ما امشي برا انتوا ما قويين صح امشي برا تقتلوا
Somebody's
ناس جوا
asking you.
السودان ليه
Somebody's
يعني
asking you what you change. Do you want to change in Sudan?
I want peace and freedom for Sudanese people and I don't give a crap about what tribe you are or who you are. I just want everybody just to treat it same is respect.
Okay. Okay. For me, what I want to see in Sudan, I want Sudan to change to be peaceful and everyone to have their rights and all this corruption had to stop. Like when you graduate in Sudan today, you will not have a job. Like you just graduate, you have a degree, but it meant nothing.
Of course, like, right now when I went there, like, I see a lot of people like they graduated, they still like, you know, they still like riding donkeys, bikes, and all that. They say, I say, man, you have a college degree, why you doing it? They say, man, the government is not offering us nothing. What they have to do is like, you know, like just like be on a back of horses,
Can
donkeys, or
you
whatever.
speak loud?
You know, like because like right now, like education in Sudan is like isn't like what is called like it's not education. Like how you going to close the school for the entire year when people are about to graduate, or you have this like every day in Sudan there's something new. You know, be
There's
a
a crisis going in Sudan every single day.
be a
Different way.
country that other people respect you, other countries respect you. That people say, wow, I want to go visit Sudan. But if you spoke to somebody, hey, I'm Sudanese, they say, oh no, your country been in war for what year, 17 years? Those people will look down to us, you know?
So people,
Because 17 years is still many years. When we have to like, you know, 17 years, like, come on, man.
some people say that you need to work up in order to change that. So if how we gonna work when there's a government in the way? The government is like literally stopping everyone from trying to get a job in Sudan. It's not just in Khartoum. People are struggling too in Khartoum. You know, like people they're struggling to have a meal on the table
But,
due
but,
to the government.
but nowadays, a lot of people in Khartoum, they don't know what happened in Darfur because the government didn't lie to them. You know? They've been telling them, they've been twisting the story. So right now, if you ask the people in Khartoum what happened, some of them know, but most of them, they don't know.
But they don't know that because they don't want to know too. That's the thing. Because some of them they know, but they don't want to acknowledge that. Oh, this is true. They basically don't care about Darfurian. They don't really. And when we saying something, they never believe Darfurian. Oh, they just always saying that, oh, we are lying, but we're not lying. I mean, it's a genocide. Who has to come to talk about this every single day? Oh, my people are being killed. My people are getting raped. It's sad. But Sudan need to stand up with us today. They need to start, and now when some of them they're there, they're waking up, but not all of them. Not all of them.
Oh, they want me to speak up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Right now, we had enough of all this nonsense that goes on in Sudan. Right now, we had enough. So just let us unite. It's not hard, let us unite. Let us come as one. Like, because right
How are we
now
gonna
you
come as one?
how oh we just
There
gotta
needs to be a plan.
yeah how the reason how we because we all have one common enemy is the
Hmm.
government, right?
Right.
So we don't have any other enemy than the government itself.
Hmm.
So we have to come one and fight that enemy. So if we don't come one as enemy, now we will go for another 17 years. Therefore, we'll never have its peace.
Okay. So this government is Janjaweed. Do you think those Janjaweed militias only the Darfurian or Sudanese?
Well,
They because when we
let me
were
let me tell you this. You guys said Janjaweed, Janjaweed. Don't blame Janjaweed. The government is the one who give them the what is called
the
the
weapons.
weapons. The government blame the government because if the government wants Janjaweed out of that, they can stop giving them weapons. They can
They can take it away from
they
them.
they can help them accountable for whatever they do. But Janjaweed is just doing the dirty work of the government. You just
Exactly.
gotta know that it's the government. It's not Janjaweed. It's the government
Exactly.
who's killing us. And they say Janjaweed, Janjaweed, and they want to twist the story around. They said that we're fighting because of tribalism. No, we don't fight
We
because of
never
tribalism.
have
No, like
like
أننا كلنا متزوجين مع بعض كده كده ليش نشاكل مع بعض عشان قبيلة؟ ليه يعني؟ هسه الحكومة بيقول إننا قاعدين نشاكل عن قبيلة وما قبيلة. No, like we all want. Like, what would we fight because of tribes? Doesn't matter what tribe you are.
like let me make this clear. Like we in Darfur, we don't fight because of you being poor or you being Masale or Zaghal. When I was young, I never heard people talking about, oh, this tribe is bad or that tribe is better. We accept ourselves for who you are. And we speak different language in each tribe, but we manage how to understand one another. We were
You even
peaceful.
learn how to speak.
We like I learned how to speak Masalit. I and it was good, and they learned how to speak Ford too. So we had a peace. It's just the government trying to say, oh, those are tribes, they're trying to kill themselves. But no, because he's killing all of us. He's killing Masalit, he's killing Ford, he's killing Zahal, he's killing Tam, everyone. But when it comes to out to being on the media, oh, they say, oh, those are just trial. This is a trial fight, but it's not a trial fight. Yeah, that's right. The government is the one who's recruiting the militias. They and yeah, they know that's true. We are talking in the media because people need to hear us. In Darfur, people don't have right to speak up. You already know if you spoke, they're gonna kill you. Do you think that the war in Darfur will stop? Somebody said that. Hold on.
Well, Ibrahim, uh,
Yeah, they say kill him by
let me
killing.
answer to that one. So, the war in Sudan, like, will it stop? That's a hard question, brother. Like, It doesn't seem like we'll stop anytime soon because like all they do is just lie to people. Like they lie among one another. Even the government on their own self, they don't even agree. You think that they'll say, "Oh, let's give that point their peace"? No. So I don't think the war will stop anytime soon. But if we come together, we can change it. We can change all the things around, and we can make Darfur or Sudan into a better place. We can make it Sudan to be and Sudan, and Darfur to be anybody's home, no matter what tribe you are, no matter who you are, as long as you're Sudanese. As long as you're Sudanese.
Come here, Renata.
You know? Because technically, if you don't stand for your own self, there's nobody will come and stand for yourself. So that's why we as Sudanese, Darfurians or whatever, we have to come together. We must stand together. We don't have a choice because our people are still bleeding till like till we do something. They're waiting for us. We are our people's voice. We just can't just say, oh no, I'm in America, oh I'm in Europe, I'm here, I'm in Canada, oh I'm happy. No. We have people that are dying, that's mean we are dying too.
This guy said now is the time to unite and yourself and defend your homeland. That's true. Now is the time. Now is the time that we have to unite. All of us.
This guy like he said, something. Well, like it says, like this is like all like if people come us together, everything will be so easy. Because if we want other countries to help us, if we're not united, they're not going to come and help us too. We have to come as one in order for other people to help us. We must believe in ourselves. We must trust in ourselves in order to do this. It's not easy, but all it takes us to unite. Let us unite, and there will be differences in that. But there will be peace, freedom. Everybody will be happy. You know. But just not just say, oh, I'm happy today. No, if they're killing your people every single day, you're not happy. Don't just fake it. You know, like do something about it. You know, just don't say it's Sudani by name or Darfuri by name when you don't do nothing just to help your people. You know, yeah, like you guys don't have to believe whatever the government of Sudan is saying now, because all they gotta do is tell you BS. All they do is lie. Because Sudan now, all they do is lie. You know,
They don't take action. They like to.
they like giving people fake hopes, which is not good.
This also get affected getting justice. How are they gonna get justice? Sudan never give nobody justice. That's the thing. They don't. And I hope they get justice. All of us. If Sudan willing to give this Darfurian justice, that would be a good thing. But they're not gonna do that. They can say it, but they will never do that.
I don't know. There's not a reason for this war. This is just stupid. Like, what is the reason? What is the reason that government is killing Darfurians?
You like raise
Why? What is the reason?
talk louder.
What is the reason? So there's not a reason that government is killing us. So you know, we just had enough for it, and it's time for us just to unite and stop all this. We need our people just to be happy, like everybody is, like all the nations are. Because now Sudan is just all the way behind. So all we have to do is just come together.
Well, Sudan is behind. It will always be behind when there is not human right in Sudan going on. That's the problem because they don't like the government doesn't like to listen to citizens. They don't really care about person right. They just want to control everyone. They want everyone to be under their control. So if the government wants to keep us under their control, then that's not the right government for us.
Well, the government, any government who does not care about its people, shouldn't be in the power of government. It shouldn't call itself a leader. If you're a leader, you're supposed to lead by an example. You just can't be a leader and sending people just to kill other group of people. That's not how leading works. Leadership is leadership is more than that. Like, and I don't think Sudanese people they understand what is to lead. You know, if they know how to be a good leader and how to be fair without favoring one tribe or one skin color, then
Okay.
Sudan will not have no problem.
That's
But just
true.
because of our leaders, all leaders, we just all these problems happen because of leaders. If the leaders are good, then Sudanese will be good. So just all the way to the leaders, they don't know how to lead. If you don't know how to lead, stop being selfish. Just say, oh, just give up, resign or something. Just say, oh, I can't lead yet. You know, it's not hard to say the truth. Just you can't just sitting on the chair and say, oh, I'm here, oh, I know how to lead. Like, don't sit on the chair and give people hopes, fake hopes that will never happen true. You know?
Okay. So we're gonna go on live again to talk on the fourth language that we know, and we'll see you there. Thank you so much. Will you have a last message to tell them
And
before?
be happy of who you are. Be happy of your skin color. Be happy of your tribe. Be
Accept
happy for
yourself.
whatever you are. Just believe in yourself. Don't let other people to tell you, oh, you can't do this. Just when you believe in yourself, you can do whatever you want to do. And I promise you guys, if we unite as one, as Darfurians, and we don't label ourselves into tribes or groups, we'll win. We will win. No matter what, we'll win. As long as we're together, all of us, our hands together, we'll win. And the government will fear
Like
us because
this.
we'll be having, we'll be stronger than them. And wassalam.
Thank you. We will see you next live. Thank you. Say and end it. Now before you didn't talk the